Well, Gavin, an important departure from the squad is the loss of Jimmy Armson this season.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a big blow for everyone. No more so than myself. We just come to a point really where Jimmy's all good things come to an end, don't they? And Jimmy's time has sort of, for a number of reasons, it's not been about the playing side. It hasn't been about his logistics or anything like that. Just everything rolled into one. Jimmy wants to. He wants to continue to play at the highest level and be competitive, and I love that about him. I've known him now for nearly 2 decades. I've very proud to say that I'd like to think I've been sort of a partial mentor to him as well. Played together, worked together, managed him, and he's just been an absolute class act. And all through this process as well, we were very close at one point, very close to him staying, but it wasn't our decision, it wasn't Jimmy's decision, it was just a mutual thing. Look, where are we at? How's it going to fit for both parties? And like I say, everybody knows about him, not just the player. I mean, what a wonderful player and a career he's still having, and I know he'll go to his next club and just thrive, because that's the way he is. He'll see it as another challenge, and I think that was probably the big thing. Probably it's just, I won't say run its course, but I just felt like he wanted to go out. If we'd have been promoted, it would have been, perfect world for him. But I think he wanted to go out on his terms, everyone remembering what a brilliant player he is. Didn't want to overstay his welcome per se, and he wouldn't have done. We spoke in depth about all of that, and like I say, I want to be really frank with the supporters and give them the detail of the conversations, because it's important that I know they're very close to him. With a character like that around, he's going to be missed, isn't it? He's going to be missed, and it's going to be hard to replace that character. And to be honest, we don't want to replace a Jimmy. He's a very unique person. On the field, off the field. I'm very, very proud to say I'm close friends with him, and it's been a real tough couple of weeks. And to finally make that decision was a real emotional one between us both. And it was quite funny on Thursday. Just texted him saying that the lads couldn't remember his name was James Armitage or something like that. And but we all missed him on Thursday. He was topic of conversation in the changing room, and that'll take a bit of time. And it'll take a bit of time for Jimmy at his new club as well. Because I know he wants to go on playing, and I know he wants to, he's got so much to offer still. So, and that could have been with us, but like I say, there's a lot of things that have gone into it, and we came to a decision together. I think it was the right one for the football club, the right one for James. And he was very, very professional about it, because that's what he can be. We all know the character, but there's a real serious side. He's a hyper intelligent guy, successful in family and life, and it's been a privilege to have managed him this year, because we always wanted it to happen. We always spoke away from football how we wanted it to happen, and who's to say we won't see him back in another capacity at some point down the line. I think it's a goodbye from now for Jimmy, and I know he'll issue his own statement, but I can't imagine he's going to stay away forever. I'm sure he'll be back here at some point, and I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him back at that point. And I know today we've got a call scheduled later today, so I'll be having a discussion with him then. I just hope he's been keeping off the beers.
And those thoughts that they'll be echoed by supporters, because Jimmy Armson's been a big part of Brackley Town's success over the last 8 seasons. Some of the greatest moments, the Wembley win, the hat-trick against Gillingham, are etched in everybody's memories. And as you say, we may not yet have seen the last of Jimmy Armson at St James Park.
No, of course. I mean, I know, typical Jimmy, I think he's campaigning for a statue. So, I think he's definitely got legend status here. He's definitely earned that. But, I said to him, there won't be a statue just yet, mate, so don't worry about that. But, like you say, it's, and like I've said previously, without trying to regurgitate it, it's going to be a loss. Everyone's going to feel it, of course, but you have to move on. And like you say, he's gone for now. But I'm sure down the line he'll certainly be back, and I know he's going to be around some of the social events just to come back and do a real proper goodbye to supporters. We wanted to do it right. We can't have players like him and Danny just walking out the door and saying see you later. We need to really celebrate them, and both will be back through the course of the season if they haven't got their own commitments. So we're going to get plenty of time to see him, and he just won't be on that football pitch. So it's hard to swallow, but we move on. Let's support him in his new role and the decision that's been made. And I know he's going to be really looking at this team and wanting us to do well as well.
Yeah, we'll miss that sense of humour, and we'll certainly miss Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well said.